everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm a recorder player. Last week I finally got to publish my review of the viral Sigo Bass Recorder that has been taking the recorder corner of the internet by storm. You guys loved it, but you had a lot of questions. So let's take you through the most frequently asked ones. First up, do they come left-handed? Surprisingly, yes. I didn't know this, but the left-handed version is apparently going to be released in September, and the Sigo tenor already comes left-handed. Very authentic Renaissance. Our most asked question, the thing that you are all chanting relentlessly for, great bass. Sigo great bass. Is this gonna happen? So I asked the team and it's a yes and a no. This is the statement. Gary and I are seriously considering the great bass. Based on what we know so far, we can say that once it reaches a certain size, the Sigo folding concept has its limits, and we end up with a lot of other drawbacks that aren't offset by the benefits. So it's time for another invention, but what we can say is we're working on it. Okay, that's good to know. The thing is, you can't argue with physics, and this folding design on the middle, it's not apparently that you can just scale it up. So I don't know yet what the next great bass development is going to be, but I promise you, as soon as there's something and I am allowed to test it out for you, I'm going to do so. Have I tried blocking the back end hole with my thumb? On the tenor, you can block the coin slot to get lower notes, also some different harmonics, but the size and the placement of this one is difficult for me. Let me show you. This is where my thumb rests naturally and I just can't reach it. However, I do also have legs. For me, that one's a no, I'm afraid. Sarah, you haven't talked about the range. I thought I did demonstrate it, but let me talk about it. The Sigo has a full chromatic range of 2 octaves and a fifth, starting at the F below middle C. Let me play it for you. Now for those third register notes, often on regular recorders we stop the end hole. Of course with the Sigo we don't have this option, but I have managed to find kind of cheat or alternative fingerings for all of those notes chromatically.
F is normal. F sharp, everything closed with the thumb pinched. G is normal. A flat is normal. A you have to slur up from A flat, lift finger 3. B flat is half 0, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. B is normal. C is normal, but you slur up from B.
The E that I have to slur up from the E flat is my only compromise. If someone has a better solution, let me know. I suspect that my rather short thumbs may not be able to grasp the Sigo bass because it's rather thick. Am I wrong? I also have pretty short thumbs. Let me measure them for you. Found this ruler in my drawer. I think I've had it since I was 12. It says boys are smelly. Well, they frequently are. My thumb is 6 centimeters long and the Sigo bass is 5 centimeters thick. So you need to have a distance of 5 centimeters between your fingers and thumbs to be able to grasp the Sigo. Pardon my ignorance, but in this video you said you could play with modern recorder ensembles with no tuning issues. So the ensemble would all have to be at 442. What if you're playing in an ensemble, some are at 440, some are at 442? How? Okay, there's 2 things going on here. When I said you can play with others with no issues, I meant more about sound and blending. We have all different models of recorders. Some of them sound in their tone color and their character more different to others. I think the tone, colour and character of the Sigo would blend really nicely with any other recorder. Tuning is a little bit of a separate thing. The Sigos are at the higher European pitch of 442 Hertz. I know that in the US, for example, you tune your A to 440 Hertz. To be honest, I've not found this discrepancy to be a problem. Why? Often with our wooden recorders in a cold church, our pitch can drop by as much as 5 Hertz. We're used to dealing with a difference of 2 Hertz sometimes. Also, bringing your recorder lower is very easy. You just pull out the head joint a little bit. It's always easier to go flatter than sharper. That's why it's nice to have it at 442. You've got room to maneuver. It doesn't come with a strap. No, it doesn't. you have to buy one. Is it possible to 3D print my own recorder? And by this person was asking, can I please have the files so I can try it myself? This is a bit of a tricky subject, and there's 2 points that I want to highlight here. One is that when you 3D print a recorder, it never comes out of the printer completely ready to play. You have a kind of starting implement, and a lot of work needs to be done to that recorder before it makes a sound or it sounds good. And this takes special skills. I am a very skilled professional recorder player, but I could not tell you how to make an instrument. The other part is that it takes years of time investment, expertise, and a lot of money to develop a product, so it's understandable that they don't immediately give it away for free. Next question. Someone who found that the edges of the Sigo tenor finger holes were a bit tatty. Has this been improved? I actually had to agree with you there. I had, albeit a very early prototype of the Sigo tenor, but some of the finish on those holes was a little bit rough, and I am very pleased to see that on my Sigo Bass, the holes, got it upside down, the holes do have a much nicer finish to them. Doesn't affect the sound as much as you would think. It's just about having the nice feel. Can you rinse it with water? A lot of people were very worried about this. So the head joint you can completely submerge in water. This is going to be the part that is going to get gross and gunky. This is going to be the part that you're going to want to wash quite regularly, and it can be washed in the sink with some dish soap. What you can do is protect the keys with plastic and then wash it out if you do so wish. People were asking, does condensation pool in the body? I haven't had it long enough to be able to assess that, but the Keurenplein team say that they've not had that happen in the years that they've been developing it. This person is asking, what would it cost for you to get one to the United States? Cost of shipping, distribution, etc. Oh, my poor people in the States. Yeah, you've got tariffs. I ship a lot to the States because I've got my whole web shop. I send you signed books and CDs and stuff, and yeah, it's a massive headache. For those of you who don't know, the current administration have imposed tariffs of products entering the United States. They've taken away the de minimis ruling, meaning that there was a threshold below which you didn't have to pay customs. Now that has gone. It's just made it, American friends over there, it's basically made it a whole lot more expensive for you. And I've heard of a lot of things getting stuck. So yeah, if you live in the States and you buy this from Europe, you are going to have to pay those tariffs and those customs costs as well as the shipping. I'm sorry, it's really rubbish. If I do hear of an American distributor of these, I will let you know, of course. Suggestions. They need to make an F alto recorder with the finger spacing of a soprano. My dears, the Sigo Alto is already coming on the market. I've not got one here, but it's been made. This person asks, it must be time for a bass recorder version of your My Favourite Melodies books. I look ridiculous doing that, but yes, it's in the works. How does it hold up to year-round 85% humidity, 28 to 30 degree temperatures? Actually, here in the Netherlands, tomorrow it's going to reach 36 degrees. Global warming, am I right? Good job we've got all those new data centres to cool us down. So yeah, I could test that out here. I asked this at Keurenplein and they said that they have tested their material, this Resona material, for over 2 years in their climate chamber at the factory and also in Australia. They say, we spent 4 years with support from the federal government researching the formulation. It has to withstand higher temperatures and remain dimensionally stable all around the world. It's a thermoplastic material, but even regular wooden recorders start to sweat linseed oil or paraffin at temperatures above 55. Resona can withstand higher temperatures than that. We've now optimised 2 material compositions, one for 3D printers and one for injection moulding machines. Very cool. And this brings me to a question some people had about the price, saying, why is it so expensive? Injection moulding isn't that expensive. The very little I know about it is that once it's up and going and you're churning out literally millions, the cost per instrument is small, but to set it up in the beginning is an investment of many, 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 many tens of thousands. So yeah, our plastic Yamaha recorders are cheap now because they've been churning them out for a zillion years. If you're a small company putting something new on the market, there's a huge amount of investment that has to be made. And I feel like I always have to remind you, dear people, in this age of streaming and everything being available online for free, especially coming from me, I make it my life's work for this information to be available online for free. Music, expertise and research still has value. It still costs money to do, and it's still worth investing your money in. And finally, there were so many of you asking me to compare the Sigo with a plastic bass like a Yamaha or an Aulos. I was fully ready to do this and hunted around until I realised my plastic basses I've actually lent out to my students who are in London, and I live in Amsterdam and it's the summer holidays. I'm sorry, but let me ask around with my colleagues. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm good to you. I'm sure I've still missed some questions, so if there's something else you'd like to know, please leave it in the comments below. As always, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face down here. Over here's the Team Recorder Patreon, where you can join the club, choose to support the channel, and here's some more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.